Katrina, can you tell us a bit about your background?
Yes. So I have a couple of streams to what I do. So one is as an entrepreneur in the artificial intelligence field. So I was the founder of one of Australia's first AI companies back in 2014, but I ended up running that business out of New York. So I learned all about AI from its fledgling days. And I'm also an adjunct professor at the Australian Graduate School of Management, where I have just written a book called Checkmate Humanity, The How and Why of Responsible AI. And I do a lot of work with politicians, government officials, CEOs, CFOs, all the chief executives around how to do responsible artificial intelligence strategy.
I love the word responsible because I want to explore with you some way the ethics of AI. Because if you look at people's propositions today, it seems AI is going to solve all the problems of humanity right now. So I think there's a lot of focus being given on AI, but really, are we aware of potential things like subconscious bias? We might discriminate against people unwillingly by that sort of stuff. In Australia right now, we're looking at the mess of the robo-debt thing, where we perhaps put too much reliance on AI without human intervention. Is AI a panacea for the problems, or do you see there's a force of good in it?
So AI is enormously useful. So it's useful for making things more efficient, it's useful for automating things, and it's useful for providing advanced and predictive analytics. So very useful. There's no stopping it. It's the fastest growing tech sector in the world, valued at US $327 billion at the moment. And we will look to see up to 40% of most jobs automated within the next 3 years. And in fact, AI will displace about 85 million jobs and create 92 million more jobs.
I'm worried as one as the 85. I'm losing my job. How do you give people comfort that there is a future for them in a world where they may feel threatened by AI?
Well, AI is definitely going to be disruptive to jobs and really is being designed to augment or replace human jobs. That's the bold fact of it. Now, as we mentioned, 85 million will be, and these are World Economic Forum figures, 85 million jobs removed, 92 million jobs created. The thing that I'm most worried about is that the 85 million jobs are the jobs, 90% of those jobs are for women, minorities and youth, because of the entry-level jobs, customer service, sales, retail, hospitality, admin jobs. So that's my concern. Australia, in fact, needs 1.2 million more tech workers in fields such as AI by the end of this decade, so the next 8 years, and 160,000 more data scientists. So with the coming of this powerful technology, there are more jobs, but then there are jobs that'll be removed. It's the first time ever that we're really seriously talking, the big AI philosophers and commentators around the world, of the need to introduce a universal basic income hand in hand with AI's displacement of workers, so that there's a floor that will catch those workers who will not be able to retrain into AI jobs.
That's a radical proposition, though, because I can imagine there are a lot of people who would be uncomfortable about the thought of the government spending on that amount of money to give support to base people. Can you see ways that those people, you indicated that you can't see them being able to play a part in that AI revolution. Are there not other things that they could be doing?
Yeah, well, what we also see is a rise in other more creative fields, such as philosophers have all come back now, creatives, designers, people who have got very good interpersonal skills as we sort of automate some of the more routine, mundane tasks. We need good problem solvers, interpersonal relationship, skilled people. So there's definitely jobs like that will come. But it may mean that these people that are displaced do need to be retrained into other jobs that will come. So, definitely not saying all 85 million are out of work, but they won't necessarily go into the high-tech jobs that are coming.
No, but there may be something in the service economy where they could definitely play a role.
Sure, absolutely. I really hope so.
And you're also indicating that what AI offers is the potential for productivity gains. And that seems to be a real big issue in Australia right now. If we're going to be competitive, we need to uplift the productivity in our organisation. So where do you see AI plays a part in that?
Yes, a big part. And you're absolutely right, Peter. So Australia hasn't fared too well in its productivity levels compared to comparative nations in other countries. And we don't compare very well in innovation generally. We sit 25th out of 132 similar income earning countries on innovation. We don't change from that. So I think AI can really help with productivity and innovation because it essentially makes things more efficient and it can allow new insights to be driven to generate new products. So Australia is way behind the rest of the world in AI. We have 1/10 of the investment into AI than countries such as the US have. So we really are laggards and we need to change that really quickly.
Well, we're dealing with at this conference right here now, a bunch of CFOs who will know the cost of a lot of things. And their question will always be, how do we start this journey? How much resources? Is it a big bang transformation or are there ways that we can seed this AI functionality and evolve it?
Yeah, there are definitely ways that it can be seeded and evolve, but we know at the moment that only 30% of Australian-based organisations have a comprehensive organisational-wide AI strategy, and I think that's what's required first. It is a strategic imperative, artificial intelligence. And then the best way to kind of look at how you build out your AI capability is to find use cases, so problems in the business that are resistant to other solutions. So a lot of the problems that happen, why CFOs will probably get annoyed, is they have business people come to them to say, oh, we want to trial this AI or test out this machine learning application. That's not really useful. They need to find a problem in the business that has resisted other solutions. So there's no other digital or technology solution that can solve that problem, and then trial AI in there that has a measurable commercial outcome. And really for the CFOs, I say, for every $1 you're spending on that, you want to be getting $10 back.
Okay, that's big. Return on investment. I'm sure that will attract the attention of a lot of CFOs, I suspect. So you see it's the ability to be inquisitive about what's wrong in your not wrong, but what's problematic in your organization that could be streamlined, made more efficient. Look at those areas and look for how you can use something like AI to take the pain out. Yeah,
so it would be looking for efficiencies, first and foremost, and productivity, as you said. There's a lot of AI. The main AI use cases are around customers. So customer analytics, recommendation engines to recommend next best step or product or service, customer segmentation and sophisticated modelling of customers. So there's a lot that can be done, which then you'd assume is revenue oriented or retention oriented, which CFOs can also calculate into how much gain are they getting from this particular application.